You need a textbook for every class. Professors are all so mean and strict. You're not going to get away with that in college if you keep acting the way you do in high school. Those are just a few of the myths that people just spread about college that are so not true. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about these myths and explaining them and giving the truth behind the whole situation and everything that is just spread about college, and giving you guys some insight as to what college life is truly like and what college really is about. There's this like huge myth that if you go out all the time, you're not going to do well. I completely disagree with that. I think that you can go out and you can party and you can be a part of Greek life and be very, very like present in the school social life and still do absolutely amazing academically. I think it's all about being driven and having your priorities set straight and being very good at time management. I think it's sometimes a shame that people look down on people that go out and party a lot and be like, oh, they're probably doing really bad in school, because that's not always the instance. People can do really, really well in school while still going out like 4 or 5 times a week. And so you can go out and have fun a lot while also doing well in college. It's just all about you being aware of what you have to get done and still remember that you are in college for school. But that's just like a myth that sometimes like throws me for one. People are like, they're always going out, like they must be failing. I'm like, no, like they can literally do both things. So yeah. So something that is stated on like every syllabus and you kind of just like have always heard is the fact that you need a textbook for every single class, and that is not true. I would definitely wait until your classes have started or you talk to the teachers to see if you actually need a textbook, because there will be instances where on the syllabus it may say you need the textbook, but throughout the whole duration of the class you may never once open it, so it's such a waste of money. Check in with your teacher. If you do need the textbook, there are alternatives. Not every textbook is crazy expensive. Like people always said textbooks are so expensive, and yes they can be, but you can also find free PDF versions of it online. You can rent them for really cheap prices. You can buy used ones off of different sites. Like there are alternative options for your textbooks. There were some semesters where I only paid like 30 bucks for textbooks because the textbooks that teachers were giving were like $8, and I was like, what the heck? I thought I was going to be literally paying like thousands and thousands of dollars. And I guess it is all dependent on the classes that you take and your teachers, but it is sort of a myth. It's like not that true all the time. There's this like huge myth that if you're not in a sorority, you can't go to parties, you're not gonna have fun, your college experience isn't gonna be amazing. And I'm in a sorority now, but my freshman year I wasn't. Yes, there are instances where it was more difficult or harder, or I just had to like make friends or know people and just things along those lines. At the end of the day, like life still went on. I still made so many friends. I still went out to parties. I still had all these incredible college experiences and memories. It was fine. Like yeah, there was instances where I was like, oh crap, like I wish I was in that sorority so I could like go to this formal or event or stuff along those lines, but it's not true. Like if you're not in a sorority, it's fun, life will go on, it's still so much fun, you'll still make friends, you can still like be involved in the Greek life, like community and culture. And yeah, that's debunking that myth. Another myth that teachers will even say themselves is that they will never change your final grade, and that the final grade you get in the class is your grade. They're not going to bump it, don't ask for extra credit, and everything along those lines. And that is so incredibly not true. Sometimes there's been instances where I finished a class with a B+ and I've been like, okay, that's my final grade, and then I go online to my transcript and I see that I got an A. So there are cases like that where teachers will just give you another grade, and literally I never even asked for that grade bump. I was just like, okay, I'm getting a B+, I'm not even gonna ask about it, I'm fine with that, and then I saw an A on my transcript. So there are cases where teachers actually will bump your grades without even telling you, just to be nice and kind. If you've done a really good job in the class, like they will sometimes reward you for that. And if it's not something that they just do without you asking, there are cases where you can go up to your teacher and be like, hi, I really enjoyed your class, I loved the subject, I learned so much, I worked so hard, I attended your office hours, all this stuff, but I ended a little bit shy of what I wanted. Is there any way I could make up an assignment or do extra credit to raise my grade? And they will do it. Don't always listen to what they say the first day of class. If they present themselves as like, I'm not raising your grade, your final grade's your final grade, don't always believe them. Just like always have a little bit of hope that like there will be something that can help you out. And so the whole thing with syllabuses is they say on the syllabus all of this is like definite and permanent and you have to abide by the syllabus and this is how the semester is going to go, but it is subject to change. Follow the syllabus obviously, and that is like how you're gonna like go about the class, how the percentage points and stuff like that work. But also there have been instances in some of my classes where it said, okay, there's 4 exams and they're each worth 25% of your grade, and I've gone into it and been like, okay, it's the final, like crap, I'm not gonna do well in this class. And the teacher will come around towards the end of the final because everyone's like doing bad in the class or something like that, and be like, okay guys, whatever you guys get on the final will actually count as 40% of your grade or 30% of the grade. And they sometimes at the end of classes like make these massive changes to the syllabus that are like in your favor and help you out if the class is doing really poorly. I know in my calc class specifically, I was like, I'm gonna have to retake this class. Like I've done so bad on all the exams. So I was like, the final was coming along and I was like, I'm not studying for it. Like I'm so screwed that I'm not gonna pass the class if I even try. And then the week before the final, he was like, whatever you guys get on the final, it'll count as your final and it will replace another one of your tests. So I was like, crap, there's now a chance that I can pass the class. And I ended up literally getting like a B minus, I think it was, or something, like something crazy that I never thought I would have gotten. But the teacher did go in and change what he said on the syllabus and made changes. Going off of like teachers making changes, sometimes they change the curve. I remember all throughout high school, teachers would be like, you guys aren't gonna get away with that in college. College professors won't put up with that. You're gonna do so bad if you don't put in all this effort. Like teachers aren't gonna take those excuses. Like you have to be more mature and all this stuff. And when I went to college, there were instances where I actually like laughed out loud because college professors are so much more chill and nice and funny and just like caring than high school teachers build them up to. The myth of, oh, college professors are so mean and nasty and serious. Like there are some professors that will like come in telling jokes and pull these crazy experiments and just like be so goofy and caring and be like, I don't want to be here either, guys, and just make comments like that. They're just so like youthful, some of them, and so alive and just like willing to help you out and work with you and be like, if you don't understand it, come to me and I'll help you out. And so don't have this whole mindset going to college of like, all these teachers are going to be against me. Like teachers are actually there for you in most of the cases. There's obviously going to be like your few picks in the draw that like aren't like that and are just mean, grumpy, and old and fit that like college myth of all teachers being mean and aggressive and just very tough and uptight. But there are some teachers that are just so youthful and loving and want to spread their education with you, and they don't want it to just be for a grade. Like I've had teachers that have been like, this class isn't going to be graded on any test, you're not going to have any tests, it's just discussion and what you bring to class and just stuff like that. Don't be scared like of the teachers. They're normal people, they crack jokes, they're funny, they're goofballs, they forget stuff. So yeah, basically what I learned from that is like high school teachers just like hyped up college so much. I was like, you're gonna struggle, it's gonna be so hard, you guys aren't ready if you keep acting like this. But then I like got to college and I was like laughing and I was like, wait, these teachers are like so chill, this is so fun, like I'm perfectly ready for college, I'm fine. When I went to college, I know I was petrified over the idea of school food and I was like, it's gonna suck, I'm not gonna have anything I want to eat, it's gonna be all fattening, I'm gonna gain so much weight, it's gonna just be so shitty, point blank, just so shitty. But that is actually not true. I know at my school, I don't know if it's obviously true for every school, but at San Diego State, our dining plan is absolutely amazing. I love meal plans so much. We have actual restaurants on our campus that are like chains all around the San Diego area. So we have Eureka and Broken Yolk and Rubio's and Panda Express, and there's also Starbucks. My experience with the food at college is that it's not that awful. There are healthy options. It's not all like gross cafeteria food. You can still be healthy in college and eat well and eat incredible, amazing food that's like restaurant quality. That was so comforting knowing that, because I was like, thank God, I'm such a picky eater. I was so nervous about like finding food that I like. So college food is not as bad as they make it seem. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram in my DMs. They're always open, or you can comment on this video. Go Aztecs despite the shirt. I'm so sorry. Go Aztecs. Thanks for watching. Love you all.